Welcome to the Social Innovation Global Ethics Forum 2018 speaker interview series on Decentro Report. Brought to you by HoryouToken, a cryptocurrency driving the new renaissance. A link to this awesome blockchain project is below. Hi everyone, I'm Decentro at CJEF 2018, and I'm here with Vincent Bakker. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to introduce you to the viewers. Vincent Bakker is an expert in complex energy investments as co-founder and CFO of Positive Energy. He helps simplify the financing of smaller renewable energy projects, enabling sustainable electrification of the APAC region. The focus that you have on smaller projects is really cool. So why don't you talk about some smaller projects that you've helped?
Yeah, sure. So we just started up as a company.
Okay.
What we see is because renewable energy is finally competitive versus coal, versus fossil, versus nuclear, that's a great development. Mm-hmm. And that attracts a lot of private investment. So that means we don't need the government with their long processes and heavy hands to come in. We can privately finance it. The problem is, and there's a lot of opportunities there. Think of community power at the end of the grid, rooftop solar for industrial plants. There's a lot of potential private initiatives because renewable energy is also scalable. The problem is that especially these smaller projects, they need financing.
Yeah.
We're talking about companies that don't have the deep pockets to just put down all the money. And that financing is very complex. It's too slow. It's a few banks that do the financing, and they need to do their checks. They need to verify whether something meets their standards, which is all very good.
Yeah, totally legitimate.
However, the way they work is very old-fashioned. They bring in big teams of external advisors. They fly over the world business class, of course, in suits, checking the paperwork, like literally checking the paperwork. As a result, the transaction cost just to get this stuff financed is too high. It's very expensive.
I can imagine it would double the cost of the original investment. Would it be as bad as that?
It won't double the cost, but you need to make the cost work. So you need to increase the interest cost because I need to earn back all that money of all these advisors I spent. It also makes it very slow. It can take up to 6 months to get financing. Now in those 6 months, I can build a complete rooftop solar for a complete industry plant. So I'm doubling my time to make it work.
That's cool. So how do you exactly simplify the investment process?
So I want to do it in 3 ways. First of all, I want to make a matchmaking service. So if I'm a project developer, on our online platform that we're developing, I can easily reach out to potential investors. Those investors can browse through investments and say, I like this one, I don't like this one, let me know a bit more about this one. If there's a match, so investors and project developers want to talk about each other, we want to automate this process of what they call due diligence, so checks. A project developer can already upload all the documentation requirements in a predetermined format. The land permits, the maintenance contracts, the contract with the government for the electricity purchases, etc. As an investor, I can then very easily check those documents. And if I don't trust something, I can very quickly engage a third party to verify this transaction for me. So I can very quickly do my checks. I can piecemeal let external parties check it. I don't need my big team. I don't need my long time. And what I create is a very efficient online marketplace in which a project developer can easily get funding, an investor can easily buy assets, or potentially, after a few years, sell it to somebody else.
That's cool. So just to summarize, I think I understand. You've streamlined the process.
That's correct.
For matching investors and people who need the seed money. And that's all done. Are you using the blockchain to do that?
Yes, we do have a blockchain component.
Okay.
So we don't yet plan to tokenize the investment itself. Where we think that blockchain can be very powerful is the process I mentioned in which we need to verify the documents.
Yeah, of course.
I want to make sure that those land rights are in order. I want to
Yeah.
make sure that financial report is in order. We use blockchain to have that verification done. And that means a few years down the line, when an investor wants to sell his project to somebody else, I can still verify that all those land rights are still in order.
That's great. And the other way you're streamlining the process is by bypassing traditional banks and connecting individual investors to the people that need the money. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, partly we can work with banks because they can still attract the capital much easier in the market.
Oh, okay, right.
However, ultimately, indeed, if we can reach a state where it's very easy to invest, we definitely hope to get individual investors in. And what we see as the really far future of our company, which is of course a far dream, is that people can just invest $1 and just invest a tiny amount in any small project they see fit.
That's where a cryptocurrency can come in.
That's where it can
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in.
that's
But then
cool.
we're talking a few years down the line.
Okay, and is there any last words you want to share with viewers?
Please let me know if you're interested.
Okay, well, I'll get the URL to your website and your company, and we'll put that in the description box of the video.
Thanks.
So the viewers can check that out and hopefully utilize your services to fund energy projects.
Thanks. And fund our startup.
Okay. Are you pitching here?
Yeah, we're pitching here as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we really just started.
Right.
So we're developing our prototype, and we're currently looking for seed investments.
That's great. Well, best of luck with it all, and thanks for being on the show.
All right, thank you.
Right on. Thanks for watching, everyone. Before you move on, make sure you like and share this video. Also, please subscribe and ring the bell so you can catch the rest of the Decentro Report playlist for CGEF 2018, giving you a chance to meet all the speakers from this awesome event. Brought to you by HoryouToken, a cryptocurrency driving the new renaissance. A link to this awesome blockchain project is below.